What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome back to the Liverpool Career Mode Show with a brand new episode. And in this episode you guys will be able to vote which players should I keep. The biggest decision is whether we should keep Paulo Dybala or not. After his hat-trick in the Champions League final, many of you guys said that maybe I should keep Dybala and maybe we should sell another striker. Like I'm definitely selling Danny Ings, who is 27 years old. He's on 83 rated. He's not going to be any better. And I think I could also sell Gabriel instead of Dybala, because Gabriel is not as a cult hero as much as Dybala is, even though Gabriel is a brilliant player and he scored many goals for us and I really like him as a player. I really want to sell a big striker apart from Danny Ings, and I could either keep Dybala or Gabriel. So let me know, what should I do? I think I will have a vote on other side in the top corner on the YouTube card. So should I sell Dybala, yes or no? Let me know. And I think I will also sell this guy Taiwo Awoniyi, who is also, you know, not getting any better, 75 rated. And I will also sell probably Roberto Firmino, because he's just not scoring enough goals. I think I will keep James Rodriguez, just give him one more season, and I will definitely keep the likes of Ousmane Dembele and Pulisic and Ojo. These are, you know, my favorite young players in this career mode. And the reason why I'm selling so many players in the summer is to give a fresh new look to the career mode. And I think I will also sell Henderson, even though, you know, he's a really a fan favorite. I really like him. It's time for Grujic to step up. It's time for the likes of, you know, other players like Mahmoud Dahoud, Emre Can, who is playing regularly. Cameron Brannigan could get a lot more playing time. And we have this guy who is a Xabi Alonso regen, Toquero Pinedo, who is also an awesome midfielder. And I want to give these guys regular playing time. Adam Nagy is another player who could really step up this season. Wijnaldum is also getting sold. He also won a lot of trophies with us in this career mode, but it's time for you know, James Rodriguez, Asensio and other players to get more playing time. I think I will sell John Flanagan as well and give you know, Joe Gomez a lot more playing time. I will also sell Alberto Moreno, and yeah, I want to give like the likes of Wright. Look at this guy, Reece Wright, who is you know, developing into an awesome fullback. I have been training him for a whole season, and I think I will remove him from the loan list. And we have also Watson, who is loaned out for 2 years. He's another player who could you know, really step up, so maybe I will recall him before the beginning of next season. And yeah, in this episode I will also show you the squad report, and it will be a season review. So if you want to see the next season start, maybe later today or early tomorrow, smash the like button. Let's get this video to like 250 likes. And I think I will also sell Loris Karius, promote Donnarumma as the first choice goalkeeper. And you know, this guy is on loan, but this guy could be our second choice goalkeeper. He already has 89 reflexes. And guess what? He's only 17 years old and he's 6'6". He's an absolute giant. So I cannot wait for this guy to really show me what he can do this upcoming season. But now let's take a look at first how we did during the whole season. So it's important to just run through with it. So in the Premier League, it was, you know, a great season. We won the league, but in terms of the points total, in terms of the, you know, amount of draws and defeats, it was a disappointing season in the Premier League. And in any other season, I think I could have finished 3rd, 4th, or even outside of the top 4. 72 points might not be enough for top 4 in real life this season. So that's very interesting. And Fulham, Norwich and Burnley got relegated, so that's a big blow. So we won the Premier League, we won the Community Shield final against Arsenal. That was a brilliant start to the season. The Emirates FA Cup was won by Newcastle United on penalties. We lost to Birmingham City on penalties. That really pains me that we couldn't get to the final, because I'm confident we would have beaten Newcastle. But I'm happy for the Toon Army and Rafa Benitez picking up a trophy. And Newcastle got relegated in this career mode before, but they got back promoted, get back up to the Premier League, and now they are doing well in mid-table, and they won the FA Cup, which is huge for Newcastle. They haven't won a major trophy for many years. We won the League Cup. It was a weird League Cup tournament. We absolutely smashed the Norwich and Crystal Palace in the semi-finals, 7-0 on aggregate, and then we beat Queen's Park Rangers in the final. They actually gave us a tough game in the final. We won the pre-season tournament as well, and we won the European Super Cup. So we won every single trophy apart from that FA Cup triumph. That means that we won like 5 trophies out of the potential 6, which is an incredible season, and I'm so happy that we could do that. What a Champions League campaign, guys. We beat PSV, we beat Arsenal, we beat Chelsea, and then the most incredible, amazing Champions League final against Paris Saint-Germain. If you missed it, check out the previous episode. It was insane. And I can't wait for next season now. With the harder the legendary sliders, it will be really tough. And I don't think I will be able to win as many trophies as this season, especially because we are selling some of our best players, you know, just to give the young players the chance to develop and show me what they can do. The Europa League was won by Napoli, so congratulations to them. We are playing them in the European Super Cup final next season, so really looking forward to that. Napoli beat Mönchengladbach and Bayern Munich. That's the huge thing, that Bayern Munich lost to Napoli. The one big disappointment of the season was that we failed to qualify for the Euros with Hungary. We finished level on points with Italy, just one less goal scored, and yeah, our goal difference was one goal worse. And I dropped points against the likes of Romania and Finland, and that's where we lost our place for the Euros. But this gives me even more motivation to come back strong and hopefully trying to qualify for the World Cup. And next season we will have Southampton, who are regularly in the Premier League, back in the Premier League, and we also will have Aston Villa back in the Premier League. They already got promoted previously and then got relegated again, so this time hopefully they will be more lucky. And I want Brighton or Wolverhampton to get promoted, just to give, you know, something fresh, a new team in the Premier League next season. But of course the playoffs, we don't know who got promoted yet. And here are our scorers in the Premier League. So because we rotated the team so much, we have a lot of goal scorers. But look at this, Mane, who got injured at the beginning of the season, in only 10 games he scored the 4th most goals. Mane would have been easily the top scorer of the Premier League season had he not get injured. So next season I really hope that Mane doesn't get injured, and then he will just tear up the Premier League very much. So really looking forward to that. We had a lot of goal scorers. But it's also time to check the squad report and see which players did well and which players developed awesomely. Karius was an absolute rock. He has 1 clean sheet in every 2 games, which is a great return. This guy only played one game in the League Cup, but next season he will have a lot of games to play, and I'm really looking forward to getting actually a youth academy player in goal regularly. Donnarumma, 10 clean sheets in 25 games. He will have a big part to play next season. I will try to train his positioning, because that's the one attribute where he's lacking a little bit. And this guy is on loan, he's developing nicely, but yeah, he could maybe be our second choice goalkeeper in 2 or 3 seasons time. And Nathan Clyne, I was thinking about selling him, but I really want to keep at least some of the Liverpool players who are there at Liverpool in real life in this career mode. And Nathan Clyne, he still has a good 2 or 3 years in him. There is no reason to sell him, because he's an awesome right back. And Reece Wright will have a big part to play next season. And by the way, Clyne scored 3 goals actually, which is great for a right back. So Reece Wright will have a big part to play, improved massively. The reason why I'm selling Flanagan is he just doesn't have that electric pace that I like for my fullbacks to have. So I thought, yeah, let's you know, sell him and try to maybe bring in a new player. But I don't think I will actually buy a fullback. I think I will actually just promote, you know, some of these young players into the team. And Matip, and Laporte will be maybe our centre backs next season. I was thinking about maybe should I sell one of them, but they have been so reliable, there is really no need. And they are both pretty young players, 28 Matip, and Laporte is 26. So there is no way I'm selling Matip. He's my favorite defender at Liverpool at the moment. And Laporte, you know, we can't find a better young centre back in world football right now, so there is really no need to sell him. And we also have Jorge Mere, who has been doing very well, and we also have this guy on loan at Juventus. I almost forgot about him. He's actually a really awesome player in terms of his speed. It's amazing that he has a 89 sprint speed as a centre back. That's massive. I wanted to check which positions he can play. He can actually play centre midfield and defensive midfield. I don't think we need him there, but he has a good short passing, so maybe. What's his marking? 73. I think his marking needs to be trained if he wants to be a world-class centre-back. Jethro Willems, again, an awesome left-back. He actually scored a vital goal in our last game in the Premier League season, I think, where we sealed the title. Or was it against Stoke where we sealed the title? Yeah, sorry, it was against Stoke where we sealed the title. Jethro Willems actually scored the goal, which made it 100% sure. And Moreno is not my favorite player at Liverpool, you know, you guys know that, but on career mode he has been a very regular and reliable player. But I think it's time for him to move on. He won't get any better, and I want the youth players to play more. I want Joe Gomez to play more. He will come back from loan and he will be our second choice left back, and Joe Gomez can play as a left back or a right back or a centre back, so he's a very reliable, very versatile player. Just like Toquero Pinedo, who actually played quite a lot of games. He was part of the second team and he improved massively. Adam Knight, he had a big injury, but he also played quite a few games, so he will have a big part to play. This guy needs to stay on loan at Napoli, and hopefully he can develop into an awesome player. And Ousmane Dembele, what a season he had, 10 goals. Brilliant, absolutely fantastic, just love this guy, and he's only 23 years old, so he can stay for another like 5, 6, 7 seasons. Sadio Mane, he's just like in real life, you know, his injury was, you know, very bad news. By the way, we don't know the extent of Sadio Mane's injury yet in real life, because Jurgen Klopp said that we still need to wait a little bit more for the scan results. But I really hope that Mane's season is not over yet, because if it is, it will make it extra difficult for Liverpool to stay in the top 4. So I really hope that Mane will be only out for 2 or 3 weeks, because if his season over, it will be just more difficult for Liverpool. But I can still think that with Sturridge fit back again and Origi, we have enough firepower to, you know, finish in the top 4. But that's why, you know, I have this career mode, because if you know that if a big player like Mane gets injured, we have players who can step in and just really deliver. And that's what Liverpool should do in the summer: buy more players, buy a good replacement for Mane, so if Mane gets injured, everything doesn't collapse. Murphy will have a lot more games next season, and he actually scored an absolute banger, I believe, in the Champions League or Premier League. I can't remember which game it was, but it was an absolutely amazing goal. I think it was the Champions League semi-final against Chelsea. Ian Murphy with 99 finishing. He needs to play more games, so this is why I'm selling so many players in the summer. These youth guys are improving nicely, but they also need to go out on loan. Trent Alexander-Arnold, good season. I expect a lot more from him next season, and maybe scoring more goals, so that will be interesting. Ryan Kent, also a good player who is developing nicely. I trained his finishing, as you can see, he improved his finishing by quite a lot, so hopefully he can have a big part to play. Even Edwards is also on loan at Juventus. His stats are going up, which is always good to see. And Emre Can, just an awesome solid season. 2 goals, 6 assists, and he's our best defensive midfielder at the moment. Steven Gerrard, farewell, Captain Fantastic. You lifted the Premier League and the Champions League trophy, and that's how you want to end your career. That's how you want to retire. So goodbye, Steven Gerrard. and you will be missed, but you will be forever in Anfield history. And Jordan Anderson, also goodbye to our captain, but he wasn't a regular because he's you know, only 83 rated. Emre Can was better and ahead of him, and I think Henderson deserves to play every week in another team, so that's why I'm selling him. Cameron Brannigan will have a big part to play next season, just like Mahmoud Dahoud, who got an unlucky injury. That's why he only played 11 games, but we just have too many players basically, and that's why I'm selling quite a lot of players. Marko Grujic will also have a big part to play next season, so really looking forward to that. Sheji Ojo, our top scorer, 20 goals in 43 competitive games and 12 assists. Incredible season. His average rating was 7.8, which is insane. Just to compare, like Henderson 77.5, Emre Can 7.6. So Ojo had an absolutely outstanding season, and he's still improving, only 23 years old. Absolutely amazing. Leon Bailey, 11 goals and 8 assists. He also scored quite a lot of goals, so very happy for him. Pulisic, 7 goals and 6 assists. As you can see, we have a lot of players who scored quite a lot of goals for us. So that's always good that we have players all over the park who can score or assist. Mark McDonald also needs to play a lot more. He's also a world-class Youth Academy player now, 88 finishing. So I want these guys to play a lot more and a lot more bigger part next season. Julian Brandt is another player. I'm actually surprised he hasn't scored yet, because he's 85 rated, but he mostly was playing very wide on the wing, so he wasn't getting forward that much. But I will try to play him more in an attacking role next season, just like James Rodriguez, because these guys have great finishing. They just don't get, you know, into a lot of great goal scoring you know, opportunities. Asensio, what a signing he has been. 5 goals in 17 games, good return. Wijnaldum, he hasn't scored this season, but he was a valuable part of our team. He also goes, just like Firmino. These guys will be sold, and hopefully with the money we can sign maybe one superstar in the summer. So we shall wait and see how this pans out. Dybala, our second top scorer, 15 goals and 12 assists. And you guys have a point. Some of you guys said that I shouldn't sell Dybala because he's one of the best young strikers in world football, and that's true. He's 92 rated, and if I sell him, who can I bring in who is as good as Dybala? There are not many players who I can replace him with. So maybe I will sell Gabriel instead and bring in somebody like Lacazette, for example. You guys recommended him to me, and Gabriel also scored 13 goals, but I want to bring in more, you know, fresh faces, so we can have you know, different players, different strikers, showing you guys what they can do in this career mode. Kingsley Coman, good season for him, 4 goals and 5 assists, so decent. Charlie Musonda also needs to play more games. He's electric, but his finishing needs to get trained. So this was the squad report, and these were, you know, the standout performers. My player of the season is Sheyi Ojo, and I will run through the leagues for you guys, but I will also talk about the season awards. So my best player is Sheyi Ojo. The best striker was Paulo Dybala. The best midfielder, if you consider Ojo a midfielder, then let's give him that. But if not, maybe it was, I'm not sure, Pulisic. Maybe he scored quite a lot of goals from midfield. The best defender, in my opinion, was Joel Matip. It was just amazing. The best goalkeeper was Karius. The best young player, again, Ojo, if you consider 23 years old players. Paris Saint-Germain won the the French league title, so that's an awesome achievement. Dortmund actually won the German title ahead of Bayern Munich. Wow, that's amazing. So Bayern had a terrible season, getting knocked out of the Champions League, then getting knocked out of the Europa League, and then not even winning the Bundesliga. And Napoli had an amazing season. They won the Europa League, they won the Serie A. Juventus won't even be in the Champions League next season. That's a shocker. Wow. And Milan only finished in 9th place. That is mental. That is crazy stuff. So let's see the other leagues. Feyenoord won the Dutch league, Ajax only finished in 4th place. That's a surprise as well. Benfica won the Portuguese league. That's not a surprise, but yeah, CSKA Moscow won the Russian league. That's interesting. And Celtic won the Scottish league ahead of Rangers. Barcelona won the Spanish league by 1 point ahead of Real Madrid. What an awesome title race in Spain. And let's see any other interesting leagues. Fenerbahce won the Turkish league. They won on goal difference ahead of Galatasaray. The top 2 finished on level on points, so that's awesome. LA Galaxy won the MLS. So this was the season review, guys, and I might do a best goals of season 4 compilation in the next episode tomorrow, so stay tuned, leave a like if you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, see you later guys, goodbye.